We are definitely living in interesting times. Today, by the way, is March 2nd, 2026, and it is day 4 of Operation Epic Fury. Great name, right? Not quite as good as Midnight Hammer. So much more you can do with that name, but I'll take Epic Fury. But anyways, the mission, I think, is pretty damn good. I approve it. I like it. Nobody needs my approval, but just for the record, I think it's about frickin' time. I'm old enough to remember the 52 hostages held for 444 days by the Iranian mullahs, the Ayatollah Khomeini that came into power in 1978. And when they deposed the Shah of Iran, they didn't go out and ask for people's opinions or tell people, look, we're a new regime and we're going to do things that... No. They didn't even negotiate. They had no foreign policy. Their only purpose was to dominate, control, and to kill, murder, and kidnap people. Their first official act as a government was to storm our embassy in Tehran and take 52 hostages, Americans. And they held them for over a year. We know the history. Thank you, President Reagan. Well, after that, what else is their history? Their history is nothing but more of the same. It's more terrorism, it's more kidnappings, it's more murders, it's more bombs, explosions. And in addition to that, they have done everything in their power to obtain a nuclear bomb. Great people to have a nuclear bomb, right? So this has been going on since 1978. And since then, I could list a whole lot of the atrocities that they've committed. I could list a whole lot of thousands of Americans that they've murdered. So I've had enough. I'm fine with this operation. This is not a war of choice. This is a war of no choice. This is a war of inevitability. And good. I hope it goes well. Unfortunately, to date we have lost at least 6 service members of armed forces. And, I don't want to talk about them right now because I want to treat them as real people. When we know who they are, we should know their names and we should know the circumstances of their deaths because they were not only real children of real parents who are grieving, but also real patriots who should be honored for their sacrifice. As of today, in day 4 of this operation, unfortunately, there's something else to talk about. Even though we have complete air superiority over the skies, in the skies of Iran, we can't say the same thing for Kuwait. Why would we need to have air superiority in Kuwait? Well, I'll tell you why. I'm glad you asked. Because apparently, the Kuwaiti air defense system has shot down 3 of our F-15 Eagle fighter jets. And thank God, none of the pilots were killed or seriously injured. None of the crew members, co-pilots, also were seriously hurt or killed. They all ejected and parachuted safely to earth, to ground. And luckily, into Kuwait and not into hostile territories. And they were appropriately greeted. So, I have nothing bad to say about the Kuwaitis except for, what the hell were you doing? How the hell do you shoot down 3 of our jets? Well, apparently, Kuwait, there are reports that says Kuwait had their air defense systems on an autopilot or automated system where there were no eyeballs looking through crosshairs at targets and pulling triggers. It was basically anything goes, anything in this airspace gets shot down, and our pilots, not expecting to be shot down by allies, may not have deployed the kind of defensive tactics that they would have otherwise deployed coming close towards the enemy. But I mean, I guess shit happens. Is that? I'm not marking it up to that because I do want answers, and I have a lot of questions because I'm pretty familiar with the F-15. Back in the day when I was a security specialist in the Air Force, my job was to extremely limit the access to those planes in addition to lots of other technology, and to whether they were pilots, crew members, maintenance, security, or anybody else. My job was to stare at that plane for hour upon hour upon hour till my eyes bled, and to make sure that nobody touched it without permission, including myself. So I also learned that the F-15 Eagle has a pretty sophisticated, had the ahead of its time, the advanced top of the line pulse Doppler radar system, which was very new. It enabled the pilot of the F-15 to see enemy approaching way outside of its vision and way outside of any technology that the enemy ever had, so we could shoot them first before they could shoot us. I mean, it was good stuff. So it just begs the question, how the hell did they not see that they were being targeted by the defense system from Kuwait and get shot down not one time, not two times, but three times? At best case scenario, I'm hoping this is a learning experience. Worst case scenario, this could result in the death of a pilot. This could result in the loss of a more expensive, more sophisticated aircraft like the F-22 or the F-35 Alpha. So we need to get down to finding out what the hell happened.
You're fine? Really? You need something to help you? No problem, you're safe. You're safe. Everything good? No problem. Thank you for helping us. Everything perfect?
That being said, I mean, at least we couldn't have been shot down by nicer people.